It's derby time. It is the first Old Firm game of the season. And it is the big one. It's Celtic versus Rangers at Celtic Park. Celtic with a chance to go 5 points clear. And Rangers with a chance to leapfrog Celtic and go top of the Scottish Premiership. And there's also a chance that Hearts could potentially go above Rangers here if they win against Livingston and Celtic pump the jails. So I'll be hoping for that, I guess. But yeah, overall here, going to quickly review the game, but more importantly, I want to pick my combined Celtic Rangers starting 11. I feel like this is going to be highly debatable. For some reason in football, people just don't seem to be able to look at things logically and be like just non-biased. I mean, Rangers fans will probably believe that 8, 9, 10, 11 players in the team should be Rangers players, and the same for Celtic fans. They will believe that, or maybe you got some people that believe the full team should be Celtic. Some people believe the full team should be Rangers. I'm actually going to look at this through my opinion. I'm going to be completely honest. I'm basing it on current form, and I'm basing it on if I had both squads to choose from, what would my starting 11 be? So I'm going to pick my starting 11. Then you guys can leave in the comments what your starting 11 would be, and if you have any issues with my picks, then again, let me know and we can discuss it. But we will start from the goalkeeper and we'll work our way to the top three up front, and then after that I will quickly preview the game and I'll give my thoughts on who is going to win. So first off, we start with the goalkeeper, the man between the sticks. We all know that Craig Gordon is the best goalkeeper in Scotland. It's no Joe Hart, right? I'll say that for a fact. I'm sick of people claiming it's Joe Hart because he keeps the most clean sheets, right? But then the next day, they'll brag about how Celtic didn't face a single shot on target. So why are you bragging about, why are you giving Joe Hart all this praise, all this credit for keeping clean sheets when he doesn't even have to make any fucking saves? You stupid, inbred bastards, alright? It's no rocket science, man. The reason Joe Hart keeps the most clean sheets in the league is because Celtic are the most dominant team in the league and they face the least amount of shots compared to other teams. I mean, it really is that simple. You stick any other goalkeeper. I am willing to bet 100%, you stick any goalkeeper in the league into the Celtic team and they would have the most clean sheets last season. It's as simple as that. So people can disagree if they want. For me, Joe Hart's not the best goalkeeper in the league. He's not the second or third best either. He's overrated as fuck. There's a reason why he could never really find a club, and his career in England went down the toilet like a big 12-inch shite. It's because he's not very good, because he makes a lot of mistakes. And we've already seen mistakes here. I guarantee you, if Joe Hart played for St Johnstone or, someone like that, or Motherwell, someone who had faced more chances every game, he would be conceding goals left, right and centre. So with that said, with that mini rant on Joe Hart, I'm going to go with John McLaughlin, right? I thought he was at fault in the Livingston game, and I thought he was at fault for the first goal against USG in Belgium. But apart from that, I think he's been really good since then. And yeah, no, I think he is the best goalkeeper at Rangers. I think he should be number one over McGregor. And he's number one in my combined 11. I'm going with John McLaughlin as the Rangers representative in the nets. And unfortunately, that's I think we might... Don't be... If you're excited about seeing a Rangers player in there, then I don't know how many more I can give you, if I'm being completely honest. We're going to go with the left back now. I can't believe I'm going to say this. For me, Barisic, when he's on form, he's great. I'm not denying that. He is one of the best, if not the best, passer, delivery of the ball. I mean, you want someone to stick a cross in, you want it to be Barisic on his left foot. But I think over the last 6 months, there's one particular left back at these two clubs that has been outstanding. And for me, that's Greg Taylor. A guy, Celtic fans, cried and complained, said this guy wasn't good enough, says it was pivotal. They said it was vital that Celtic signed a left back. They have signed a left back in Bernabé, but I tell you what, man, for me, Greg Taylor is the number one left back at the moment at Celtic and probably in the league too. So I can't deny him a spot in this starting 11 based on current form. He is pretty phenomenal at the moment. He's arguably he will go under the radar because he's Greg Taylor. He's not a cool foreign name like Yota or Furuhashi or something like that. He's just Scottish Greg Taylor. But I tell you what, he has arguably been Celtic's best player to start the season. I haven't watched. I don't think I've watched. I think I've watched like one Celtic game in full. Most of the stuff I see is highlights, but anytime I see Celtic, man, it's Greg Taylor pressing, winning the ball. You know, so many times he is the man behind Celtic counter-attacks and Celtic attacks in general. I mean, the engine in this guy is great. And honestly, I mean, even last year, I thought Celtic needed to improve in this position. I thought he was definitely one of the weak links, but nah, for me, he's been great at the moment. I'm going to go with Greg Taylor in at left back. First centre-back I'm going to choose is Cameron Carter-Vickers. There you go, boom. Cameron Carter-Vickers is in there alongside Greg Taylor. I don't think I really need to say much. He's been good, so it is what it is, you know. Like I said, arguably Celtic's most important player last season. A lot of people said he was player of the season. Don't know if I'd go that far, but he's been the best defender for Celtic, you know, 100%. Beside him, honestly, this is tough. It could go to a number of people. I'm going to give it to someone who has impressed me over the past month or two. Someone that I think is, you know, probably the best player at his club, or best defender at his club, and I think this guy should be the first pick for Rangers going forward at the back. I'm going to go with James Sands. For me, the guy's been impressive lately, so yeah, I'm going to go James Sands. Far better than Goldson, I think. A lot better than Goldson. I mean, if I had to pick my Rangers back two, the centre-backs going forward, it would be Sands and Suter for me. That would be the two, but unfortunately Suter's injured every other week, so good luck with that shit. And at right back, you know what, Juranovic is great, there's no doubt about that, but for me, just for the numbers alone, I have to go with Tavernier. And we've seen him make mistakes this season, you know, defensively he is not the greatest, you know, he does get undone, but for the numbers, for the goals and assists, I've got to go Tavernier. So there you go. Goalkeeper done. Defenders done. And we can see that Rangers currently have the lead. But yeah, I've got to be honest now. I think we can maybe argue who is the better team defensively, who is the more solid team. But I think even most Rangers fans, if they're being completely honest with ourselves, they would say that Celtic's a lot better going forward. They're a lot better attacking than Rangers. So yeah, we'll see what the rest of my squad looks like going forward. But yeah, let's start with the midfielder, the central midfielder, the guy in the middle. And I am going to go with Callum McGregor, right? I've just got to go with Callum McGregor. Or do I? I don't know. Maybe I don't, but I'm going to go with him. I am going to go with him. Yeah, I think Callum McGregor, he's the captain. He should be in there. You know, he is good. I think he is overrated, but for me, he is pretty good. So I'm going to go with Callum McGregor. Don't really need to say much more. A guy that I think arguably could be, I think this guy could break the highest transfer for a team in Scotland, for a player in Scotland, and for me, that's Matt O'Reilly. Very impressed with Matt O'Reilly. I think he is going to be a big time player in the future. Don't know how long Celtic will keep him. But yeah, no, it was a good fit. I remember when they first signed him, I thought, who the hell is this guy? Why are they signing some guy called Matt O'Reilly from MK Dons? But nah, he has been very, very impressive for me. And the other player in the midfield, I am going to go with, I'm not going to go with Hatate. I know he's destroyed Rangers last time we seen him. But I'm going to go with someone who's impressed me, someone that I didn't think was going to be that good when he first came to this club. But yeah, he has been impressive, and he's pretty much proved me wrong. I thought he would have been a dud, but I think he's been really impressive. I think he's arguably been Rangers' best player. I'm going to go with Tom Lawrence. So my midfield is McGregor, O'Reilly, and Lawrence. So there you go. 2 Celtic players, 1 Rangers player in the midfield. That evens it up at 4 apiece. So we've got 4 Gers, 4 Celts. But my front 3 is going to be, in particular order, no particular order. Who knows, who cares? I'm going to go on the right with Lyle Abada. I'm going to go on the left with Jota. I don't know if you can argue with these two. To me, I know Abada doesn't really start at the moment. Maida's kind of got that position, but a lot of Celtic fans are unhappy with that, and honestly, I can kind of see, no disrespect to Maida, I think the guy is really good, but for me, I kind of do prefer Abada, so I think I would go with Abada. I am going with Abada, and through the middle, it's harsh to leave this guy out. I completely agree, 100%. But based on the the positions that these guys have been playing, I can only pick one, and I am going to go with Kyogo Furuhashi. I do feel a bit harsh leaving out Kolak like that, because I think Kolak has been a phenomenal signing for Rangers, been banging in goals left, right and centre. I cannot deny that. He has been really good. And if I was playing a 4-4-2, 100%, I would play Kolak with Kyogo, no doubt about that. And I actually think that could be a formation that I could actually look at, potentially play a 4-4-2 or do something, try and change it up and maybe get two players up front in a central position. And then for me, it would be Kolak. I haven't seen enough of Giamakis. We haven't seen enough from Morelos. We haven't really seen enough from anybody. So at the moment, for me, Kyogo and Kolak are the two, best strikers from these clubs. But if I can only pick one, and I can't go against Kyogo, can I? So it's going to be Kyogo Furuhashi for me through the middle. And that is my team then, guys. So yeah, let me know what you think. I know it is a bit Celtic heavy, but I'm not here to, kiss anyone's ass or make friends or favour one team or the other. I personally think at the moment Celtic have the better team. And that's why there is more Celtic players in my team than Rangers players. So if you're a Rangers fan, you know what, don't fucking hate me. Don't come out and, try and get me cancelled. If you're a Celtic fan, don't worry, you'll only see me at Celtic Park. I'll no be there. I don't like you guys. Fucking hate you guys. But yeah, I think you've got the better team at the moment, so it is what it is. I can't exactly lie. That for me, that is... And honestly, I do feel like I'm being generous putting 4 Rangers players in there. That's actually how I feel it. On another day, I could easily see this being 9-2. I do. I think I've done about as much as I can. Now, I know I've just said about Kolak being unlucky there, but I also think there's some Celtic players that I've left out. Like, I think Moritz Jens has been good. I think you could have arguably had him in there. I think Juranovic has been really good. I mean, although Tavernier's numbers put him in there. I'm leaving out Hatate and stuff like that. So, and Moy, who I didn't think would be a good signing. Moy, similar to Lawrence. I thought Moy and Lawrence were bad signings, but both of them have actually been really good. Now, I haven't seen as much as Moy as I have Lawrence, so probably that's why I put Lawrence in there, but from what I have seen of Moy, he's actually been pretty good. But there you go, guys, that's my team. That is it. Let me know what your team is down below. And as for the review, as for the prediction, as for who's going to win this, Simon Jordan is a fucking idiot. I'll tell you that right now. I don't think I've ever agreed with anything Simon Jordan says, right? This guy is a nugget. I wouldn't... He could swear on a Bible, man, and he'd be spewing out lies left, right and centre. No doubt about that. But he did say that he thinks Celtic are going to hand out a beating to Rangers this weekend. And I've got to be honest, I kind of can see where he's coming from. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't think they're going to demolish Rangers, but I can see Celtic winning this game rather comfortably. I'm going to predict the final score. Yep, it's going to be, in my opinion, Celtic 3, Rangers 0. And I know you could argue that as a smashing, but that's just what I'm going for, guys. Again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll see what happens, but I am predicting Celtic 3, Rangers 0. As for the goal scorers, Kyogo Furuhashi has never scored against Rangers. I've got a funny feeling he might do it this time, so we'll see. We'll see, guys. I'm going to go Celtic 3, Rangers 0. Honestly, I couldn't give a shit what the score is. Maybe a draw. I probably would prefer a draw. I don't know. Although if Celtic win and Rangers lose, then Hearts can go level on points with Rangers. But if Celtic lose and Hearts win, then Hearts are only 3 points off Rangers at the top. So I don't know what I want, honestly. But for me, I think Celtic are going to win this pretty comfortably, and I'm going to go with 3-0. So that's it, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think of my team. Let me know who'd be in your team, and let me know what you think the final score is going to be. No green tinted specs, no blue tinted specs. Just get the, the non-biased, the rational thinking tinted specs on, and we can have a conversation down in the comments down below. But anyway, guys, that is it. Till next time, I'll catch you later. Peace.